What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another My Damn Toys video. Today we are back with an insane day of WWE action figure reveals. I wanted to get my video up yesterday covering all of the stuff that we got, but unfortunately did not have time and was away from the house, so I could not get it up yesterday, so I do apologize for that. But we're back today, and we're going to dive into it, man. It was an incredible day of WWE action figure reveals, and I swear to God, every time we do this, it seems like Mattel gets better and better, man, and that's the plan. That's the way you should attack these things, because you want to get better every day. You want to get better at every single thing that you do every day, and I think they've continued to do that over a decade's process, and it's very enjoyable to watch, and it's enjoyable for us as fans to get these figures in our hands, enjoying the hobby, loving these figures, loving posing them around. I mean, it is just what makes the world go round, man. These action figure reveal days are just, you know, you get that big dopamine hit. But with all that being said, let's shut the hell up, because we got to dive into this, man. I cannot wait to get into these figures with you, and we're just going to start at the top, and we're going to roll them off one by one. I'll give you guys some background info, some information that you may not have heard yesterday, or maybe you missed some in some other people's videos. And this information does come from my man Jimmy Hughes, GR81J on Instagram. He was actually there live in person and heard Bill and was talking to Bill about these things. So I do believe we had a hands-on experience and an in-person live look at these action figures. So huge shout out to Jimmy for the information. Let's start things off, man. Let's start things off at the top with some Ultimate Edition action figures, man. Let's start things off with Seth freaking Rollins. We have Seth Rollins right here, guys. Finally getting an Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins. I mean, my God, it has been forever. I'm just so excited to actually see this figure, and it looks like they're going with the Rick Rude torso, which is awesome. I was so worried a long time ago. I thought they'd give us the damn, like, old Finn Balor Demon torso, or the first HBK from Series 4 in Ultimate Edition form, but it looks like they're going with the Rick Rude torso. Now, he's got the butterfly joints. He's got the solid stuff going on. The head sculpt looks good. He's got the fade with the long hair. He's yelling. It's a great yelling expression. Now, I've been told by multiple people, actually, that this is going to be like his black and rainbow gear. So it's going to be like that black with like the, you know, like the lines, and it's like the different rainbow colors going on. Apparently, it's going to be that gear, and it's going to include a fur and leather jacket, apparently. So there's going to be a cloth goods jacket similar to what we saw today with the Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes figure. So that is what this will be, but I'm excited for this figure. You know, I don't really care for that gear. Like, it's a decent gear. It's not my favorite gear, of course, but it is an updated drip sort of Rollins here. So, you know, not my favorite gear. I'm hoping that they can come back to Seth Rollins later on and maybe get us, you know, the Thanos gear. But what I'm excited about is that they actually have the crotch mold sculpted now. That crotch mold right there could go on a ton of different figures and action figures for Seth Rollins. So that's what I'm excited for. I'm glad they actually have that sculpted belt tooled onto a crotch piece for future guys and future releases. So that was a little bonus that I was excited for. But we finally have an Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins, and I'm so excited for that. I think it looks incredible. Now, next to Seth Rollins in this wave is going to be none other than Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant is getting an Ultimate Edition. Now, I remember back in my video, I said who is going to be the secret replacement figure, and I mentioned Andre the Giant. I said I could see them putting Andre the Giant in here, and my God, we are getting Andre the Giant. Now, I do not know exactly what he's going to look like, but we do have a sculpted singlet on there. It looks like he's going to have the butterfly joints as all Ultimates do. This figure is going to be cool, I think. I like the big hand right there. Head sculpt looks phenomenal. This is probably going to be the best Andre the Giant action figure we've ever seen, but I figured we'd get Andre one day, and it looks like it's coming to fruition. It looks massive. It looks fantastic. I'm actually excited about this Andre figure. I think that he deserves an Ultimate spot, and I think this will be a very nice figure. I like this Andre, and I'm glad to see that, you know, I was seeing into the future a little bit right there. I kind of knew what I was saying a little bit, and speaking of knowing what I was saying, what about the Razor Ramon right here, man? He was in that same video that we talked about. I talked about Razor Ramon possibly being the replacement for Jeff Jarrett, and he's here now. We get two different versions. We're going to have a Chase variant version. Now, we do have some info on this from Jimmy. Jimmy says that the normal version will be the red and yellow Razor, and then the Chase version is going to be the purple Razor. And I really like this torso. I think these head sculpts look phenomenal. Rest in peace to the legend Razor Ramon. These look really damn good, man. I like these. I like the stank face kind of going on right there in the red and yellow gear. I like the smiley face right there. It's a way better version of Razor Ramon. I think this is going to be the best Razor we've ever seen. I'm excited to see what else that these guys come with and stuff like that. You got the new vest in there. I mean, this is a way better version of that Defining Moments way back in the day. I hope we get a toothpick in the mouth head sculpt. You guys can see on his chains, he's got the Razor chain on there, which is pretty cool. I'm liking this torso. I like that he's got all his hair going on the chest. I like this Razor a lot. I like both versions. I think they look fantastic. They look great. They look terrific. You guys know all the different things. But to pair with Razor Ramon in his same wave, we're going to be getting AJ Styles. Now, we knew what AJ Styles was going to look like. We have seen him for a while, but we had not seen the final production print of this figure. And oh my God in heaven, this AJ Styles looks phenomenal, all puns intended. This is a beautiful head sculpt. I think that the attire is beautiful. Of course, it is a white gear, but I'm loving the thigh size. I know that sounds weird, but they actually increased the thigh size from his old figures. You remember his old figures had like baby thighs, and he looked all small and tiny. This AJ Styles is finally a proper construction of AJ Styles. I think that the gloves look great. Kind of wish the forearm band was sculpted on and not painted on, but I can look past that for now. You get the cloth shirt. You'll also notice he has a cloth hood underneath this other hood. So he's got the P1 hood, and then he has a cloth hood that goes under it, and you can pull that over his head. This head sculpt is the best AJ Styles head sculpt, bar none. Looks just like AJ Styles. I'm so glad we can finally get away from the Elite 66 and these reprinted head sculpts, the Elite 74 that they've had forever. This is beautiful. This is the best AJ Styles action figure to ever be made. I feel like I can truly say that. This will be a pickup that I might get every time I see it. I swear to Jesus, this is going to be one that's going to be hard to not buy when you see it because of the base that you have here. You have a lot of great parts here. You have a perfect base for other AJ Styles customs if you want to do that. I am over the moon about the AJ Styles. I think it looks phenomenal, and like I said, it is meant to be phenomenal. Now, this Ultimate is insane, and I actually forgot about this until yesterday, and I'll tell you what I forgot about, but we have a look at the upcoming Mattel Creations Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes figure, and this looks insane, dude. Oh my God in heaven. Look at this Cody Rhodes figure. Not only the head sculpt looks great, but the formula they're using looks great. I love that they're using the Ultimate Warrior feet. I think that was a genius tooling option because, you know, he's got like the smooth sculpt there. He's got this perfect jacket with the graphics on there. That is the same jacket that we got in the Supreme Edition line, and I'm holding it in my hand right now, and obviously it's not going to have all the sculpted detail. It does have the sculpted detail on the shoulders, which is very cool, but it's not going to have all the sculpted detail that the Supreme had, but this is going to be so beautiful to see up next to the Supreme, and I told you guys in our Supreme Cody Walmart review, I mean, we have so many Cody figures, and we're going to get so many Mattels, and we're going to be able to compare them all. Our Cody collections are going to be just off the damn chain. This Cody looks incredible. I love the jacket. I like the formula. The head sculpt looks incredible. I think that smiling head sculpt looks just like Cody, and it's a different take. It doesn't look identical to the Jazzwares one, so that's pretty cool as well. I love this Cody, man. I think it looks fantastic, and what I was going to say is when I saw this figure, it reminded me that I'm pretty sure I bought 5 of these. So, I mean, my God, I have overdone it. But this was a limited supply. You know, once they were made, that's it, so they are in limited quantities. I don't know what the total sales were, obviously, but I went out of my way to get 5 of them because I was like, you know what, this is going to be a limited run, and I'm glad I did now because the figure looks insane. We also had better shots of the upcoming 2-pack Coliseum Collection Ultimate Editions Rick Rude and Jake the Snake Roberts. I think these figures look even better than they did the other day when we saw them on the live stream from Steve. These look really good, man. I mean, what do you want? You know, not my favorite Ultimate Editions ever, but the head sculpts look phenomenal. I think their formulas are phenomenal. I know we've kind of seen these figures before, or we've seen the Jake the Snake. It's pretty much just an Ultimate update of an Elite we've seen in the past, but the Snake looks fantastic. Rick Rude, I'm pretty sure we've seen that robe before, but I don't know. I don't hate it. I think it does look good. I do believe that Damien has a bendy wire in him, the Snake for Jake, and I think it looks really damn good right here on Jake. I think they did a fantastic job on that. These look good. I don't have any issues with them. I think their head sculpts are going to be phenomenal. Not the greatest releases ever, but when you're tying into those LJN figures and stuff like that, I think they look a lot better here than they did in package, so I'm excited to get my hands on these when they finally give them to us. So next up, we had a pair of Elite Usos shown off to us, and we do have Jimmy and Jay right here, and oh my goodness gracious, gracious, this made me excited because I do not have to do a torso swap. We're getting the Bloodline Elites in black joggers. Remember, I was going to have to take Elite 95 Jimmy and do a torso swap with Jay to get me all black Usos, but now I don't have to do that because we are getting Elite Usos in their black gear with the black Uso hat. Very, very sick figures right here. Now, apparently, they will be split up. One of them will be in the Best of series, apparently, and then one of them will be in the SummerSlam Build-A-Figure that I'll show you guys in just a little bit. It's going to be a SummerSlam Build-A-Figure wave that's a pretty insane wave, but these Usos I was very excited for. This is a gear that I've been wanting, and I think these are perfect. I like double-jointed arms. We can play with head sculpts and stuff like that. We could always switch them. I'm probably going to paint the shoes, or I may switch the red shoes onto these guys, or I may even paint some, like, Nikes on these guys. I don't know exactly. I planned on doing that initially, but I may change that. I don't know what I want to do here. I may put the red shoes. We'll play around with that on surgery or something like that, but definitely going to be putting a black sleeve on Jay over there because I think it would complete the look. We also had a look at the upcoming Target exclusive Rock Ultimate Edition. Now, this is, I mean, this looks exactly like his last Ultimate Edition. It looks like they are kind of re-releasing that figure. I don't know what exact accessories you're going to be getting here, but this looks just like his last Ultimate Edition, the gear and everything, so I guess we're getting a re-release of that. I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off about that because it's the exact same, but it does look good. I thought it was a fantastic figure when it got released, and now it is getting kind of the ultimate update here. Probably pinless, you know, some different accessories possibly, and I'm sure the packaging will be different, so it won't be exactly the same, but, you know, those things remain to be seen. But this is the next Target exclusive Legends Ultimate, will be The Rock. We also had a look at the Ruthless Aggression Elites. We got to see Austin. I explained a little bit about what that Austin was and where that's represented from. We have a look at Undertaker as well. Kind of like a standard elite, but I'm excited for him. I love the new double-jointed big arms they have on these Takers. Really wish he had the Sarah tattoo, but I understand why they didn't do that, but, you know, it is what it is. And then we also had a look at Eric Bischoff in this wave, which we already knew about, but they look really good here in full plastic form. Really digging the way all these look. You know, even if Austin's a little bit weird, I can use the shirt, I can use the formula, maybe make a John Moxley out of it in Mattel form. So we have plenty of options here. I'm not hating on the wave. I like the Eric Bischoff a lot. Love the Eric Bischoff. That's one of the figures I'm most looking forward to. Now, moving forward, guys, we also have a look at an upcoming Sonya Deville. This figure looks incredible. I think that the formula looks nice. Head sculpt looks perfect. I love the cloth goods we're getting here with like the chainmail or like the chain belts going around there. That looks awesome. I don't know what it looks like underneath the shirt there. We did get a render of this. I think this is Elite 101 Sonya Deville, if I'm not mistaken. Very great looking figure. I think it looks great head to toe. She hasn't had a figure in a little bit now, so I think this is a perfect update for her, and I think that, yeah, this is definitely going to be better. As long as that left shoulder doesn't get stuck, I will be the biggest fan of these women's figures that they keep releasing. Real quick, we also had a look at the Legends figures with Hulk Hogan, Paulie Dangerously. We kind of already knew about this wave, but this does look to be new sweatband molds. I'm sure we'll get those sometime down the line. I'll probably use those for John Cena customs or something like that, but Hulkster's looking decent here. They still went with the damn smaller torso. The Paulie Dangerously looks incredible. This whole wave looks pretty good, but Paulie Dangerously is the one that's really standing out to me, and of course, we do have the full wave there, and they're all looking good. They're all, you know, they all get the job done, but they're, yeah, I don't know. I want that Paulie Dangerously. That's the figure that I'm most looking forward to, but Hulk Hogan, I don't know. It's got that, like, newish head sculpt. It's kind of like a updated form of, like, the old one and everything like that. I don't know, man. I'm glad that some people are going to be very excited for this. I'm sure you could just do a torso swap and play around with some stuff and fix it up, but man, I know everybody, including me, and I'm not even the biggest Hulk Hogan fan. I've never been a big Hulk Hogan guy, but I know people that are big fans of Hulk Hogan are sick of seeing this, like, skin tone differential and this torso differential, even though it wasn't that different. So I don't know why they've continued to do that to us. Next up in Elite Series 101, we also have a look at Mr. America, and we also have some information on the Mr. America. Now, if you guys notice, we will be getting two different Mr. America figures, and apparently the Mr. America with the flag is going to be the Chase, and both figures will come with two head sculpts, and they will both have different deco, apparently, and they both will come with knee pads. So only one of them was seen with one knee pad, but they will both have knee pads. The one that comes with the flag will be the Chase, and then they're going to come with two different head sculpts. Both of them will come with two different heads, except it'll have different deco on there, and I like these figures. Again, they're going with that same damn formula. They're going with that same damn skin tone that's different from the rest of them, which is so annoying, but pretty colorful figure. figure. You know, I think it stands out from the Hulk Hogan figures, and he's got his boot deco on there and stuff like that. They're still giving him that weight belt that does not have the damn buckle on there, which is very annoying. I don't know why they keep doing that to us, but Mr. America does look good in full plastic form, and I am glad they're giving him knee pads. That would have been a big L. Now, we also got to see Elite Series 100 in the full plastic, and starting out first with Elite 100, guys, we do have a look at The Rock. Now, he is going to come with his blue variant of the jersey we got in the Top Talents line in the red. This Brahma Bull Championship looks insane. My God, what a beautiful looking championship. Pretty sure we've seen this head sculpt before, and he is in the black and red trunk, so it's not going to be like a massive overdue, but the Brahma Bull Championship looks crazy good. Like, insane sculpt. I think they nailed that. Next up in the set is going to be Rey Mysterio from WCW. Comes with the Cruiserweight Championship. Kind of a plain Jane figure, to be honest with you. They're giving him that same head sculpt we've seen so many times before. Not my favorite Rey. You know, it is what it is. I'll probably play around with some different formulas and stuff like that, trying to create some customs, but I don't know. I think that it kind of falls flat for Elite 100, but again, we are getting the championship. First time in the line championship, which is cool. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think about the Rey Mysterio. I know it is a WCW Rey, though, that a lot of people are wanting, so that is cool. He's got the removable gauntlets, which is also a bonus. We also had a look at John Cena from this wave, the one that I think is the worst figure in the wave. I mean, seeing him up next to Rey Mysterio, though, I don't know. We do get a new head sculpt here. We're getting the Chain Gang hat. He's got the Chain Gang armbands and the word life, but I mean, my God, man, the same crotch, legs, and shoe mold that we have seen for a freaking decade. Good God. Chain Gang chain we saw from way back in the first defining moments, John Cena. Really wish they would have went with a loose chain. I think for Elite 100, that would have been insane if they went with the loose chain and like a spinning Chain Gang pendant. Oh my God. To me, it doesn't look like this WWE spinner is going to be spinning, and it does look like they went with the updated WWE Championship instead of the one he really wore in 2005 with the side plate differential that we talked about in the Elite 100 video. But I guess it doesn't look bad. It's just, I guess it's just kind of the bare minimum, I guess, and it's not over the top, and that kind of bothers me, but I guess they did have to scale at least one of the figures back. Another look at Stunning Steve here. We're getting the TV title. You got Stunning Steve here. I love his trunks. I think that it's cool that we are getting his entrance robe. Head sculpt's decent. Not my favorite head sculpt, to be honest with you. I think it's kind of a blah figure. It just doesn't scream Elite 100 to me. If you want my full thoughts on Elite 100 and, you know, what all my feelings are towards the wave, I mean, I guess I kind of have a better feeling and a better understanding now because we actually see the figures in person, and I feel like I maybe even let down a little bit more now that I'm seeing them fully printed. But, you know, it is a Stunning Steve figure. We knew we were getting it. We also had a look at Becky Lynch. And this Becky Lynch from the neck down is very good. I do not like this head sculpt. Like, what is up with her eyes right here? I am not liking the way her eyes look. But the white gear is insane. I do like the way the gear looks and the sculpts and stuff. And you guys will also notice that the SmackDown Women's Championship right here is a new mold. This is a new sculpt right here. It's newly painted. I think it looks very clean. It looks like they made it smaller, which is more accurate. She does have this jacket that's not going to allow you to pose her around. I love the sculpt. I think all the studs look fantastic on this jacket, but it is going to be rubber jacket, so you guys know how we all feel about rubber jackets. But the championship looks, the best thing about this figure is the championship. I am excited about the figure. I could just head swap it. I am not a fan of this head sculpt. Maybe this figure will be a lot better in hand. I really do like this figure from the neck down. I think it looks damn good. I just wish we were getting a cloth jacket or cloth goods, and then the championship does look really, really good. But the head sculpt for some reason is throwing me off. I don't know if it's like the size of the eyes or something like that, but something is off about that head sculpt. And then finishing up Elite 100, we do have Andre the Giant, who is the Chase variant. We have the one in suit and then the other in suit, and these look just as good as they did in the render. He's coming with his necklace. You got a new championship. He's got the teal jacket and the salmon shirt. You got the salmon shirt with the plaid jacket. I mean, my God, these look awesome. I love this Andre. So we're going to have 3 different Andres coming to us if you include the Ultimate. I love that, like, they got this new mold of Andre in this suit, because you guys know, like, how are they going to reuse this mold? You know what I mean? How the hell are you going to reuse this mold down the line? Like, who the hell are you going to put in suit that's as big as Andre? I just think that I find that hilarious. But these Andres do look incredible. The head sculpts look great. They look just as good as I thought they would with the double jointed arms. And the, like, I think this guy's going to be able to pose around really, really well. Outside of that, we also had some upcoming Elites. We have Elite Ricochet finally coming back to the line. Now, one thing you guys will notice about Ricochet, he's finally getting his updated double jointed arm self. His torso looks good. His head sculpt looks good. He's coming with the Intercontinental Championship. But you guys will notice he has Johnny Gargano syndrome on his legs, man. 2020 2022 going into 2023, and we're still getting Johnny Gargano syndrome. For the love of God. This Ricochet figure does look insane. I love the tights. I love the new sculpted belt loop coming down. But Johnny Gargano syndrome, man, dead gum. I don't know what I'll have to do here. I'm guessing his lower legs will be swappable. Like, it looks like he does have pegs in there, so I guess we'll play with that on surgery. Maybe we can swap around some stuff and play around with it. But I like the yellow on there, so I don't know what I'll do. Maybe we'll be able to figure out a formula to get this guy in regular size kick pads while keeping the colors. I'll have to play around with that and see what formulas we can come up with, but Ricochet is looking damn good. I do like the graphics and stuff on the sides. And then we have this Cody figure that looks incredible. Now, this is pretty much the Supreme Cody without the America boots. This is the blue gear that we got in his Supreme figure. You guys will notice his weight belt does not have the buckle, but I do love the formula. The Elite formula here, they went back to his old muscular torso. He's got the Dream tattoo. He's got a little bit of chest hair, double jointed arms. This does look like a new arm mold, I do believe, but he's got his entrance hands in here. Figure looks incredible. He's got his neck tattoo, and the head sculpt does look pretty good. He kind of reminds me of Ring Range John Cena, that head sculpt a little bit. But if you guys zoom in right here on the neck, they continued the tattoo onto his chin, on his jawline right there. And I don't like that decision. I don't know why you would ever, like, think about doing that. I thought that was insane. When I zoomed in on that and saw that, I was like, what is going on right here? But the rest of the figure does look incredible. They're using his old formula with some new pieces, and I love this Cody. I think it does look really damn good. The Nightmare belt, everything going on, the colors are fantastic. But I thought that tattoo right there on the jaw is just asinine. So we're going to have to get that off somehow, whether I have to Dremel it off or acetone it off. I just hope that the tattoo continues underneath and it's not cut off, you know what I mean? Because it would be really bummy if the tattoo cuts off and it has a part of it missing because it's on the chin jawline area. That would be annoying. But this figure is one of my favorite reveals. I think it looks beautiful. I just thought that was crazy about the tattoo right there on his neck. One thing that I thought was hilarious is we are actually getting a Kevin Owens or Stone Cold Kevin Owens figure here in Elite form. There was some information on here. Apparently, this Kevin Owens figure is going to come with another head sculpt that does have like new hair. It's going to be like a new head sculpt. So he's coming with two new heads. One's going to be the bald head for his feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then you do have a brand new head sculpt that will be interchangeable. And he does have the Austin 316 shirt. It does look like underneath this shirt he's shirtless, so maybe he'll come with a sleeveless shirt. So maybe he'll have a skin tone torso, and then you have your choice of shirts. You can take this Austin 316 shirt and put it on there, or maybe he'll come with a sleeveless like red shirt, and then we'll start having, you know, cloth removable shirts instead of the rubber mold we've seen for so long. But he has black tape double jointed arms that we're seeing for the first time. He's got his old fight shorts in there. I like this figure. I think it gets the job done. I like how you can kind of see where the makeup was applied on the forehead. I think it really captures the moment. Beard looks good. I'm excited to see the new head sculpt, and I'm excited to see what shirt they go for the, you know, for the opposite. Unless, I guess they could not include a different shirt, but then I guess you could just get a custom one made or something like that. But it doesn't look like he has the rubber mold underneath this shirt. It doesn't look like it's sticking out, and it's not super tight on there, you know? After this, we also had a look at Elite Johnny Knoxville, who looks incredible, man. This Johnny Knoxville figure looks crazy with the skinny mold. It looks like they're reusing the James Ellsworth. It could be no, it is different because he's got like the t-shirt sculpted on there. He's got his red and white on. Got his Converses and his socks, knee pads, sculpted sleeves. This figure is incredible. He even comes with his cape. The head sculpt looks just like Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville is a tiny individual, but this figure looks incredible. You guys will also notice that he's coming with the mousetrap, and we're also getting a new Sami Zayn Elite with a new head sculpt, which looks incredible. So the thing about the mousetrap is apparently Knoxville was going to come with the big slap hand, but it wouldn't fit in the packaging, so they decided to go with the mousetrap instead because it fit in the packaging way better. So that is insane. I can't believe we're getting a giant mousetrap for our figures, but here we are in 2022. But the Johnny Knoxville figure looks insane, man. I think the head sculpt's fantastic. Like, I can't get over how damn good the Johnny Knoxville looks, but also the Sami Zayn head sculpt and figure looks incredible. I know it's kind of a redo of his last Elite, but that new head sculpt with the mouth wide open and the hat and the hair and the bushy looks really good. Even though it's outdated now, I still think it gets the job done. So we also got to look at some upcoming basics, and we have Toxic Attraction figures featuring Gigi Dolan Dolin, we have Aaliyah, and we also have JC Jane, all getting their first figures here. And I don't think they look bad, you know. I think the Aaliyah figure looks fantastic. You know, the basic figures are so flat, they don't really give you any details. Like, they look really cheap, to be honest with you. However, all their head sculpts look pretty good. I think Gigi's head sculpt is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of mid. I think it's like the lack of makeup. I do think it captures her natural look, but I think like her on-screen appearance, it doesn't really capture that in the head sculpt, so I think that is something that we're gonna have to work on there. I don't know, maybe we can fix it up or something like that. If I see it at retail, I'll probably grab it. JC Jane's looking pretty good as well. Kind of the same deal, you know, kind of lacking the makeup area. But I think the Aaliyah, they nailed it. I think the face sculpt and the head sculpt on Aaliyah is perfect. They got the hair right. I like it. So all three of those figures do look fantastic. Do wish they were elites though. I think they'd capture a lot more details and look of the characters if we did have a look at them in elite form. But we also have Roman Reigns here. He's got the needle mover shirt. Pretty much the same head sculpt we've seen. I'd really like to see a new head sculpt that doesn't have a damn crimson chin jaw. But he's got his red high tops and joggers on there. Pretty cool basic, you know. They've kind of redone this. I think all those basics do look good though, like the promo gears, the white shirts and the black shirts and all the different shirts he wears. We also have a look at the upcoming basic Commander Aziz figure. Gonna be a big basic. I think the head sculpt gets the job done. I mean, what else could you want? I think this is a great first time figure here. Head sculpt looks good. He looks gigantic, so that's really what you want out of a Commander Aziz. I think they did a good job on this one. And then we also had a look at the ringside exclusive NWO Retros pack. And I thought these guys were I guess they do come separate in separate 2-packs, but I guess it's going to be one big old box set. It's going to be a ringside exclusive official retro tag team 2-pack featuring all the characters here: Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Six. All of these do look really good. And I'm not a huge retros guy. I do have a small little collection there, but these look really damn good, and I feel like I might have to purchase them, which makes and hurts my feelings, but they do look really damn good right here. I think the packaging looks sick. You know, I'm digging the box set with all 4 guys right there featured on the packaging. I'm digging them. I think they look really damn good. And then the last little elite wave we have right here. Okay, I had a ton of people tagging me on Instagram about this, but we have to get into it right now because I have to get this one out of the way, guys. We do have an upcoming look at the SummerSlam Build-A-Figure Mr. Perfect wave, and in this set, I don't think you're ready, Brad, we have a brand new Elite Dolph Ziggler with double jointed arms that are not gigantic, with black hand tape, a new head sculpt, and it is his pink gear with black boots with the American flags underneath. Oh my God in heaven. I was losing my mind over this figure, man. I think they nailed it. I cannot wait to get this figure in hand. I mean, my God, it has been a while. It has been a while since we got a Dolph Ziggler Elite, and I think they captured it perfectly. Head sculpt looks phenomenal. Nailed the torso. Beautiful tights. They gave him double jointed arms that are not gigantic, man. How many Elite Zigglers did we get with ginormous arms for no reason? They finally fixed it. I had people tagging me all over social media. I love it, man. Good God. This is a beautiful figure. A lot of people were saying the head sculpt's not good. I don't know what you're looking at. It's a sculpted ponytail head sculpt, very similar to his last Elite in the Elite 71 or Elite 70 in the pink gear. That's not a Chase variant. I think that figure's head sculpt would look phenomenal in this figure as well. So I will be grabbing this one as many times as I see it. Oh my God in heaven. So this full wave right here is going to be a Build-A-Figure Mr. Perfect set, and it's going to feature Zeus as well, one of the Usos that we talked about back when in the black joggers. So we have a re-release of Zeus here in Elite figure form instead of Ultimate figure form, which is very similar to his Ultimate. I don't know what accessories he's going to come with. I don't know what's the deal with all that, but you know they are going to have to, they weren't going to just release to us one Zeus, so we are getting another Zeus here in the Elite wave. So to complete the set, you have Dolph Ziggler, Zeus, Jimmy or Jey Uso. I couldn't remember which ones was which. And then we have a Desert Storm Elite Hulk Hogan with the American bandana in the camo gear. I mean, my God, man. They are continuing to go off with the off-the-wall Hogan's here to get some more Hogan's into the line. But he does have the correct tone. He's got the correct torso. He's got his army pants in here. I do believe this is from his Desert Storm match with Sergeant Slaughter. He's got the American flag. He's got the specific mask from the match. Got the army vest on. I mean, not my favorite look ever, but sweet baby Jesus. Another Hulk Hogan figure here, and it is another off the wall there. So, my goodness, man. They love to pump out the Hulk Hogans, which we knew about, and we've continued to say it here on the channel. So, I think today, the Legends, the Mr. America, the Mr. Mr. America Chase, the Desert Storm Hogan, not counting the retro. I mean, we've had a lot of Hogans just shown off to us today. But I did say that this is a Build-A-Figure, and it is of the Mr. Perfect. So we do have a Build-A-Figure Mr. Perfect. Now, one thing you guys may notice about this Mr. Perfect figure here, this is a Build-A-Figure for the SummerSlam wave. Head sculpt looks good. He's in his turtleneck sweater. Apparently, you guys will notice that these legs look super odd. It's kind of like some baggy looking legs right here. So these are going to be new hip and leg molds, and they are different than previous Build-A-Figure legs, and they are on ball joints. So we don't have like a whole full look at them because it is covered by the suit jacket, but they do look new. You guys can tell they're kind of more baggy. They are double jointed, of course, but we have a new suit mold, so we're not gonna have that weird suit mold. But I don't know how to feel about them until I actually see what they fully look like. They kind of look like basic legs from a certain angle, but they are apparently double jointed, and they are on ball joints. So that's something to think. That's something to think about, something to note. I'm excited to see what they look like. I am glad to finally get some new molds in here, especially if we're getting new double jointed arms for our suited figures, tighter cuffs, and stuff like that. Now we just need a slimmer body mold for guys like Finn Balor and stuff like that is really what I want to see. But I do believe that's every figure. I think we covered every single figure that they showed off to us at the Hulk Hogan Beach Shop. If you guys were unaware, this is actually at Hulk Hogan's Beach Shop down in Clearwater, Florida. Hulk Hogan was there. They were singing karaoke with Bill. It was kind of a wild time on social media. If you guys want to check that out, go over to Ringside Collectibles Instagram page. It was pretty insane, honestly. Seemed like everybody was having a good time, and we got some figure reveals, man. That's really all you could say. I thought it was an insane day of reveals. I mean, we got so much stuff that I did not expect. I mean, I'm pretty sure we got damn near 100 figures shown off or something like that. It was close to it, or maybe it was like 50 or 60. It was 100 total photos, but it was like more like 50 or 60 reveals, or right at 50 maybe. Nonetheless, that is going to wrap up my coverage of this sort of Ringside Fest or Hulk Hogan Beach Shop Fest, I guess. I am just blown away with all the figures, man. Our wallets are going to be crying for sure this year into next. My favorite reveal has to be either Ziggler or the Ultimate Edition, Cody Rhodes or AJ Styles. I still like the Elite Cody and the Ultimate Cody too, though. I mean, damn, dude, there was some good stuff today. Nonetheless, man, I'm getting the hell out of here. I hope you guys did enjoy. I've been talking for a damn long while now, so I'm ready to get this video going so it's not 2 p.m. by the time this video goes up. I woke up at 5 a.m. to do this video, and it's already 8 a.m. So, my God, it took me a minute. Nonetheless, man, I'm getting the hell out of here. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave me your thoughts on all the figures down below. What was your favorite reveal? What are you most looking forward to? What are you skipping over? Leave me all your thoughts down below, but I'm getting out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at MyDamnToys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a blessed one, and I'll see you guys next time. Again, for the second time, and I did that the other day as well.
You crossed the line. I've been beaten, broken down inside. I've been crawling so long with no plan.